So in this video, we're going to go over how to do a mediation regression analysis in SPSS. So for this video, we are going to be using the MED-MOD data, or in other words, mediation moderation data set. And we are going to be working on the research question, does anxiety mediate the effect of life satisfaction on depression? So based off of this research question, depression is our dependent variable, life satisfaction is our independent variable, and anxiety is our mediator. So in order to get this mediation, we're actually going to have to run the regression analysis twice. So one regression analysis will only be with the independent variable, and then the second one will be with the independent variable and the mediator. But please note, I'm not going to go over the assumptions, but you will have to check all assumptions for both regression models. So to get the regression model for the first one, we're going to do what we've been doing all along. We are going to go to Analyze, Regression, and then Linear. And then from here, we're going to put our depression variable under Dependent. And then we're going to put in life satisfaction under the independent. Now, instead of running the regression analysis twice separately, and what I mean by that is clicking OK and then going to rerun it, we're going to run it almost like a hierarchical regression, but we're not looking at the hierarchical properties. So to do that, I'm just going to go ahead and click Next, and then I'm going to add life satisfaction, and then our mediator of anxiety. So again, just as a reminder, you would need to go in here and get all of your assumptions. So make sure you do that for homework assignments and quizzes. So now that I have both of my regression models set up, I'm going to go ahead and click OK. So here we have it. So the very first thing we're going to look at is the first regression model. So in other words, model 1, because that only has life satisfaction in the model, or in other words, our independent variable. So here we do have a significant regression analysis, and life satisfaction is accounting for 22% of the variance of depression. And then when we look at life satisfaction, we do see that it is a significant predictor variable. And so as life satisfaction increases by 1, depression decreases by 0.401. So right now it looks like life satisfaction is a predictor of depression. But now what we want to see is if anxiety has an impact or has an effect on this relationship. So does it take away that impact that life satisfaction has? So we ran the second regression model, and we see that yes, it is significant. And by including both life satisfaction and anxiety, we're accounting for 34.4% of the variance in depression. So now if we go ahead and look at anxiety first, anxiety is a significant predictor of depression, which is good. So anxiety, the mediator, significantly predicts depression. So it is possible that anxiety does mediate the effect that life satisfaction has on depression. So now if we look at life satisfaction, remember it was significant when it was all alone. But now when we include anxiety, life satisfaction is no longer a significant predictor. So what this means is that anxiety does in fact mediate the prediction that life satisfaction has on depression. So for this example, we would have a full mediation model, but let's say that life satisfaction was still significant, but the unstandardized beta reduced. That means that anxiety would have a partial correlation. So let's say that this significant value was less than 0.05. If we look at the B for the second one, compared to the first one, we do have a reduced effect. So by including anxiety, life satisfaction still has an impact on depression, but it's not as much. So when that occurs, we have a partial mediation. But for this full example, without pretending that the p-value is different, this is a full mediation model. And so that is how we get a mediation in SPSS. And like always, if you have any questions, please just go ahead and let me know.